You don't see anything, really?
No.
Oh, you should maybe you should re-enter, but come like next to me, like where I am. Yeah, you're good there. You're good there. Okay.
All right, that
All right.
works.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we should be live. All right, looks like we're good. All right, guys, welcome to this episode of the Futurist Podcast. What is up? Bitcoin is pumping. That's what's up. My name's Annalise. I'm one of your hosts. I have Jerome here with
What's
the
going on,
awesome red
guys?
thread. And then to my other side, I have Brian, the blockchain gamer.
Hello there, everybody.
Alrighty, guys. So today we have a few interesting things that we're going to mention. And I kind of want to start off with cryptocurrency because that seems to be what the hot topic is in town. And if you guys have any questions in the crowd, feel free to ask questions. We're also streaming to YouTube. If anyone on YouTube has any questions, I'll be paying attention to the chat. So feel free to just drop in there and ask your questions as well. Alrighty. So first and foremost, guys, as we know, Bitcoin has kind of already hit, well, almost hit its all-time high, which was 19,000, I think 666 was Bitcoin's all-time high. It didn't actually ever get to that 20,000 point. So it's kind of really exciting because when I woke up this morning, Bitcoin was playing in that area, very, very close to its all-time high numbers. But yeah, I just wanted to share a few places because I know there's a lot of newer people who are coming into this space, and I wanted to mention a few places where you can actually get cryptocurrency for free and start with cryptocurrency if you've never had experience with it. Personally, for me, I think that's one of the best places to start if you are, scared of investing any money. The first one I'll mention is going to be Coinbase Earn. If you guys go to coinbase.com and sign up for an account, you don't have to deposit anything. But Coinbase Earn is basically a portion of Coinbase where they actually teach you about the different cryptocurrencies and you earn crypto for learning about them. So it's really cool. That's a really simple one to do. There's also an app that you can download on your phone called Pay. Pay basically you connect it to your debit or credit card, which you're already using in your everyday life, and it gives you cash back in Bitcoin to with just swiping it. Swiping at the gas station or at Target or wherever you go, it just gives you cash back. It's kind of like Honey for any of you of those who have heard Honey on your computer. And there's a Bitcoin version of that too. It's called Lolly. You can go to lolly.com. It gives you cash back for shopping online at like Macy's or Sam's Club. They have like hundreds of places on there. So those are also other options that you can do if you are on your computer. And the last one I'll share with you guys is something called Airdrops. An airdrop is essentially free crypto that companies that are starting up give you. If you go to airdropalert.com, it tells you what companies are coming out, and they will basically give you free crypto for just being a part of the community. So I'll give you that little bit of information. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, Jerome, what's up with This Week in Elon?
So this week in Elon, we actually have a rocket launch going on today that will be throwing that up on the big screen. So stay tuned, and that's at 9:13. So about exactly an hour from now.
This
Aside
guy's
from
always
that,
launching rockets, I feel.
oh yeah, so a big point to that. This is going to be the 100th rocket launch today. So definitely want to check that one out. And then on top of that, Elon Musk also just became the second richest man in the world today.
Really? Why? Stocks?
Yes, the
Tesla? Like
price
what?
of the stock of Tesla stock has gone through the roof today on the good news of COVID vaccine, Donald Trump giving over the transition to Joe Biden. Things have kind of just been pushing today, not just in the crypto market, but also in the stock market. The Dow Jones hit 30,000 today. All across the board, people have just been investing.
That's pretty cool. I actually saw a friend of mine who was excited because he made 1.68% on the Dow Jones. Meanwhile, I made 58% on my XRP last night. So
Woo!
you can see where my money's going. I don't know. That's why I like crypto. It's volatile, guys, but it's one of those things where if you do watch it and you do catch it low and actually sell high, you can actually make a pretty good amount of money off it. So just my 2 cents, but that's pretty cool. So what time is this rocket launch exactly? You said after the podcast, so like 9?
9:13 on the dot. So if you guys stay tuned with us for another hour, after we're done chatting it up, we're going to put the rocket launch on the screen and we can watch the 100th rocket launch by SpaceX. Another thing I should mention that happened kind of like 2 weeks ago, they sent up 4 astronauts to the International Space Station. That was pretty cool. Watched that entire trip. Looks like that's going to be something that we're going to be doing regularly again.
Interesting. All right. So, I mean, hopefully, I want to get to the point where we eventually do start, I guess, do more space exploration, especially if Elon is planning on going to Mars. Because, we don't want anyone dying while we go up there. And eventually, I do want to see where we actually have, like, I guess, space travel where we do like planes. I don't know. Do you have a question? I see your hand raised. Yeah, go for it.
Are you an astronaut?
No, I'm not an astronaut, man. I wish. I would have to be like a scientist first, and then I could be an astronaut. Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for joining. So anything else going on with Elon Musk, or is that it?
Those are the only 2 that got my attention. The loop, the boring tunnel. I don't, for anybody that doesn't know, if you go to Las Vegas, there's like a bunch of hotels, there's a whole strip of casinos, everything that's going on there. Elon Musk put in a proposal to avoid the traffic through there by digging a tunnel that goes down that entire street and then connecting it to each one of the hotels. They've completed the loop. They did a test to see how many people they could fit through the loop and, process throughout, I think, an entire like week. And they said that they could fit 8,000 people could be, moved from any part of the street from hotel to hotel. You would just call a pod. It's not going to be something that you like schedule. You would just go call one and then a car would come and pick you up and take you through the loop to where you want to go to. So you can go from
That's
like the
pretty
airport
interesting.
to
So
a
it's like
specific hotel in
a
minutes.
Hyperloop Uber situation kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah, in a sense. Same thing's gonna happen with Hyperloop. Hyperloop is mainly gonna be above ground. Elon Musk's boring tunnels are gonna be below ground. And they are now pushing to have it extended from Las Vegas to Los Angeles.
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
So that's everything new with Elon this week. I would like to move on with some of the cloud gaming news that just dropped today. Google Stadia announced a bunch of new games. They got Jedi. They had a whole bunch of discounts. I want to say the sheet for like the discounts was just so long. I had to scroll like 3 times. There was just so much discount, so many things that are available. Really great service, a lot of great games. I definitely recommend cloud gaming. Meeting more and more people that just don't want to buy a PlayStation 5 or Xbox
Are they
Series
even in
X right
stock
now.
again? Didn't they sell out the Xbox and the PlayStation? Do they have they made more? Like, what's up with that?
Supposedly Walmart's like the only place that's been announcing that they have some in stock, and they just keep selling out.
I know, I believe it, man. Interesting. I don't know. I still haven't seen like the need to like actually get one of those consoles, especially since I've been hearing people complain with the PlayStation 5 that there's not enough storage on it, and I don't know. I don't like that. What's the point of getting something that you can't? Can you extend the storage on the new one? I heard you couldn't really do that. Is that real? Is that true?
On the Xbox One Series X, yes, you can extend the storage with a 1 terabyte like memory card, if you will. With
Right.
the PlayStation 5, supposedly it will have access to extendable hard drives, but it's not available yet, and there's none that you can purchase even if you had one.
Wait.
So if you have one, you
Pause.
can't just
Where
plug
would
it
they
in.
plug it in? Wait, question. If it's not, is it something that they embedded into the device already and it'll allow them to plug it in? Like, what? I'm confused because if it's
We
not available
don't
now, then
we don't know if it's something that they're gonna have like as an attachment, or if it's something that you're gonna have to open up the PlayStation and put it in. I doubt that. I
that's
would say
whack.
that the Xbox was really smart about theirs by having like a port, so you could just plug in that memory card, if you will, into that port, and you'd have this extended memory. But it's not like a memory card like on the Nintendo 64 those memory cards back in the day. It's like this huge memory card. Think of like an external hard drive.
Right. Like a cloud, like a little tower, right? Yeah, I've seen those. Interesting. All right, well, whatever. So before we're gonna get into some blockchain gaming next, but I wanted to mention some of the events that are coming up. If you guys look over on the wall, there's gonna be an art show that we're gonna be hosting in VR. There's a dedicated world that we built for it. I'm super excited for it. There's gonna be there's two shows. One of them, they're gonna have NFT giveaways. There's gonna be giveaways up to $1,000. Jerome, are you hello? Did you forget to put it in the world?
It was here, and then
Yeah,
when
I
I
thought it was
refreshed
here.
the
You
world.
forgot to re-import it, huh? All right. So Jerome's gonna put it up for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it's called ArtX Tech. Basically, that is going to be running the week of December 5th through the
No, the
I'm sorry,
4th through the
the 4th
6th.
through the 6th. Okay,
It's
sorry.
a weekend.
So you guys can go to arttechmiami.com and you can learn more about it. I think we might do some giveaways for that one, but if not, we're gonna have a second art show, and that one's gonna be on the 5th. You can go to bitbasel.miami. That one has guaranteed NFT giveaways. We have swag that we're giving away. It's a virtual show. You don't have to go in person. And if you're an artist, here's a call to artists. I just found this one out today. There is $1,000 in giveaways for any artists who submit paintings matching the theme. The theme is Miami Vice. If you submit and register for the event, again, free event, for artbasel.miami. There's over $1,000 in prizes for any artist who does win that competition. So super excited for that. There's a lot of cool things in the pipeline that we're putting together for the community. So come out, participate. It will be fun. Again, those websites were bitbasel.miami and arttechmusic.com.
All right.
Okay, that picture looks way off, and I'm like, it looks like it's to the side. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but it looks weird.
Which one?
Anyways, the one over there, it's like half. It's the one you put on the wall. Like half of it's like chopped off, but it's fine. It's fine. All right,
I
so
fixed
let's
it.
get into some blockchain gamings, and then we can have an open discussion at the end if anyone in the crowd wants to talk about anything specific. Ryan, take it away.
Yes, indeed. So I got one big one here to start off with, and that would be, let me go back up, stupid ads. IBM, the big old
Stupid
tech
ads.
giant company that you all know and love, apparently has put in a, what do you want to call it, a patent or, something similar for blockchain gaming in the MMORPG sector. So they were detailing that it is possible, similar to Engine, to tokenize, gear items, guns, skins, weapons, that sort of thing, providing proof of work. So
When you
essentially
say tokenize,
it's still kind of unclear exactly like what the technology is that they're working on. But pretty much it says here, providing proof of work, essentially, doing quests, whatever, in the game. The gamers can participate by sharing their system resources to record in-game transactions in blocks, and in return be rewarded with tokenized assets. So they would be
And IBM
essentially.
is doing this?
Yes, this is from IBM. This is a patent that they just acquired last week, I believe it says here.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it says that the protocol could be applied to games like Activision Blizzard. So, what World of Warcraft, they're saying Call of Duty, Warzone, all the newer ones, games like Fortnite. Just kind of like how we had that little, crypto mishap in that game a few years ago. Uh, being allowed to spend Bitcoin or whatever in their shop. So apparently, it will facilitate the execution of smart contracts within the network. Not sure how they're planning on bringing that to consoles, as far as things like Fortnite, Call of Duty goes in terms of tokenizing the assets on there. But
Right.
seeing this from another huge tech giant like IBM, we know that they've worked on blockchain in the past and have had a steady interest in it. So I'm very happy to see them taking a step not only towards blockchain gaming in such a direct manner, but also to have it be, tied to these big name titles like Call of Duty and things like
Right.
MMORPGs, Activision, World of Warcraft, things with, huge player ratings and things that really make sense to actually have blockchain for. Because I know some games, people just add blockchain to it just for the hype of it and just to,
Just
try
cause.
to
Yeah.
yeah, just to try to make loot, crates or whatever, try to sell it and make a little bit of money. So, another thing that I wanted to go into was that a couple of games, Axie Infinity as well as, what was the second one? Ether Legends, are going to be integrating Chainlink VRF into their platforms. So it's going to be used, at least in Ether Legends, for distributing random and fair in-game NFT prizes. And Axie Infinity plans on using it to have verifiable randomness, so random elements for Axies, starting with the origin coins. I assume adding it into the
So for people
shops.
that
Yep, continue.
for, for people that aren't aware, like Axie Infinity and like what are these games?
These games are essentially, games that you would play, mobile or PC, normally browser based, at least for the beginning of them, that run on the blockchain. So you need to have a crypto wallet, usually determined by what platform the game is on. So Axie Infinity, that would be Ethereum, same with Ether Legends. So something like MetaMask. Just some sort of like browser desktop wallet you can go and create in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and essentially it is a game that you go and play, where the transactions are on the blockchain, so they're you know they what do you want to call it, I'm trying to
I
think
don't
of the
know.
word.
What do you want to
No,
call it?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word, but it's I'm drawing a blank. But essentially, it allows, it's like the transactions go onto the blockchain, and by doing so, the items you get go into your crypto wallet. They are, NFTs, non-fungible tokens. They are digital assets that belong to you, that, you own, that are verifiable because they are on the blockchain, and that you can sell, you can trade, you can, collect them, you can store them, you can kind of hoard them up like you do with your Bitcoin, and hopefully the price will rise with, users' interest, and you can sell it for huge gains down the line. That is pretty much crypto gaming in a nutshell, just kind of like regular gaming, but on the blockchain and used for, users to be able to own their assets and in-game items instead of the companies having at them.
And
So
most
those,
important, make money while playing games.
yes,
But what
yes.
happened with Axie Infinity now? So I know Axie Infinity is one of those big NFT games. They have their own NFT marketplace. Who are they pairing with? I think you said Chainlink.
Chainlink VRF, yes, and price feeds. Never heard
What
of
is the
price
VRF
feeds.
part?
Um, Verifiable randomness function. So that is to guarantee
Oh,
the elements for
Randomness
the axes.
function. That's cool.
Yeah, so like I said, the VRF is also with Ether Legends as well. I assume it's some sort of like smart contract that makes it like random. So instead of like, like when they breed the axes together, that's what's saying for like their elements. So that way, instead of like, putting two together and like getting, a genetic offspring, two plant types and getting a plant type as the baby, whatever, it adds some level of randomness. That's just my speculation, but that's what it
Right.
sounds like from, elements for the axes, especially starting with the origin
Sometimes we
coins.
explain these things, you make them sound so complex, and I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's you have the basics of, the I guess that it's part of why, it's still such a niche thing. You have blockchain games. It's like, yeah, you can go and create your MetaMask wallet and you can, jump in, and most of them you can play for free. You don't even need to invest any crypto right off the bat. But the actual
Right.
underlying technology, I mean, that's kind of like, if you were to take, a big name game, Call of Duty, for example, and be like, all right, this is Call of Duty, you play the game, you go on the map, you shoot, everybody, you try to get first place or whatever with your squad, and then you go and try to describe the underlying technology of how they, like the game functions, the shooting mechanics, it's like even I have no idea most of the actual, game building, whatever for most titles. But, crypto is just, it's It's a lot more technical as well as financially based. So it kind of adds a lot more elements to it for really understanding. But I don't know. I try what I can. Sorry if it was a little overcomplicated for some people.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Great way of breaking it down, though. Thanks for breaking down what's going on with Axie Infinity and the link with Chainlink VRF. That's pretty neat, verifiable randomness built into the game. I know that they're really up at the top of the charts when it comes to blockchain gaming and the NFT marketplace, according to like DApp Radar and a couple other websites. I also saw some other pretty interesting games that are now at the top of the charts. Upland, who we saw Upland a few times at some conferences. Really glad to see that they're up at the top of the charts now. I think they're like number 3 on DApp Radar. And I think, Annalise, you had seen Chain Clash when you went to London. They're now number 10 on DApp Radar.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I went to London and I was just looking for companies in the crypto space just to go hang out with. And there was a party, I guess it was their opening party for Chain Clash, and they held it at the Soho radio station. And like, events in London are really cool. I'm actually jealous of people in the UK. I wish events in America were that cool, because first of all, you can drink in the street. So there's a bunch of like drunk people walking around and everywhere, where I mean, it's not, you would think it's a safety hazard, but not really. Everyone stays in like pairs, so it's like fine. But then yeah, like they were just throwing a party, and I talked to, the guy who did it, and his son, and like the whole team. And like, I just met with them at random, and now they're like top 10 in gaming, which is kind of crazy. So interesting. I don't know, I love it. But anyways, yeah, it's cool gaming news, guys. Sometimes I say I need to get more into blockchain gaming, but I just don't have the bandwidth for it. But anyways, I will mention one more time for anyone who is just tuning in. I know there's some people on the stream, and I see one new face, but it's a slower nay, which is simply fine. I love doing this anyways. We're going to have a NFT art gallery, guys. If you guys are into crypto art, there's 2 galleries that we are helping host. One of the galleries is on the wall. It's going to be a 4-day event from December 4th to December 6th. That's going to be super cool. Again, the website for that is arttechmusic.com. The second event, there's going to be some free NFT giveaways. There's going to be free swag. That one, the website for that is going to be bitbasel.miami. And if you are an artist and you submit a painting or artwork that is Miami Vice themed, you can get up to $1,000 in prizes. So it's a call to artists, and it's a free event. Come out, guys. I know a lot of you guys are, in quarantine, so this is kind of, just a free, fun event where you can get the fun part of crypto, which is the art and the people and community. So come out. It's in VR. It'll be fun. And with that, do we have any more topics or things we want to talk about?
Yeah, I have a little piece of just kind of non-crypto related news, but as far as like the whole sci-fi tech world, for those of you who know, probably most of you, Ready Player One, super popular movie as well as book. They just, I believe, either today or yesterday released the sequel book, Ready Player Two. I just downloaded it on Audible
Cool.
myself and am extremely excited to listen to it because the first book
You're
was
such a nerd.
tremendous. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie, but the book is
I
like
watched the movie.
30
The movie
times
was
better. So
awesome.
much
I
better.
like the movies.
The movie sucks compared to the book. The plot is so different. They changed so much, and it's so different.
I've always been that person who watches the movies and like never reads the books. So,
The book
like,
is just
I
it
don't know.
makes
guess I have to read
sense
the book.
the way they like it's so good, and I'm so excited for the sequel. But yeah, that was pretty much my
Okay,
bit
well,
for news.
awesome. Well, I don't have anything else to share, guys. Again, go get you some free crypto on the apps that I mentioned earlier in the stream if you guys are watching online.
One more
Those
time. I wanted
names
to get that
were
website.
Lolly. Which website?
The last one. Keep going through. You said Lolly. What was the other? Coinbase Earn.
Right. So Lolly, Coinbase.com, which is Coinbase Earn. Pay, that's an app in your store. You download it. You just hook it up to your debit or credit card. You
That's
get Bitcoin back.
PEI.
Airdropalert.com. That's when companies are dropping.
Airdropalert.com. That's the one I need.
Okay. Yeah. That one, you just get for airdrops. And then if you're on Twitter, Twitter has a super huge crypto community, and there is giveaways like every single day there. Every single day, you'll find at least 7 giveaways. And a lot of people monetize tweets. So even for retweeting or commenting on a tweet, you can get free crypto. So lots of things there. But yeah, that's all I have for today. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for everyone who tuned in. It was a slower night here in Altspace, but I love doing these shows anyways. And you guys are watching online also. But thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. You're great. I will see you guys next Tuesday. And I think we're going to potentially stay in here for the launch. I have a few things to do, so I may or might not stay, but I will see everyone on Tuesday.